most seniors ignore these. Have you ever quietly wondered, what really determines whether I'll make it to 90? Is it genetics, luck, medical care? Or could it be something much simpler, something happening quietly in your everyday life? Today, we're going to talk about 4 early signs that may suggest you're not on the path to reaching 90. Signs many seniors overlook because they don't seem dramatic or urgent. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness, because the earlier we recognize these patterns, the more power we have to change them. And the good news? Most of these signs are not permanent. They're signals, and signals can guide us toward better choices. Let's begin. The first early sign, you've slowly withdrawn from social connection. Not dramatically, just gradually. You stop calling as often, you skip small gatherings, you tell yourself you're just tired. At first, it feels harmless, but social isolation has a deeper impact than many realize. I once spoke with a man named Richard, 74. After retiring, he told himself he deserved rest. He stopped attending his weekly breakfast group. He declined invitations. Months turned into years. When asked how he felt, he said quietly, "The days just blend together now." Human beings are wired for connection. Conversation stimulates the brain. Laughter lowers stress hormones. Even small interactions, chatting with a neighbor, greeting a cashier, keep our emotional system active. When isolation becomes routine, mental sharpness declines faster, mood can darken, physical health often follows. Reaching 90 is not just about avoiding illness, it's about staying engaged. If you've noticed your world becoming smaller, that's not a character flaw, it's a signal, and it's reversible. The second early sign, you've lost a sense of purpose. This one is subtle. After retirement, many people expect to feel relaxed and free. But over time, something else can appear, a quiet question. Why am I needed? Margaret, 72, told me after leaving her career, she felt invisible. Her children were grown, her calendar was empty. She said, "I didn't realize how much my job gave me identity." Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It can be volunteering once a week, caring for a garden, helping grandchildren with homework, mentoring someone younger. But without a reason to get up that feels meaningful, motivation fades. And when motivation fades, movement often decreases, energy drops, health habits weaken. Studies consistently show that people who feel useful tend to live longer. Purpose stimulates both mind and body. If you wake up feeling like each day is simply something to get through, that's an early sign worth noticing. Not to criticize yourself, but to gently ask, where can I contribute again? The third early sign, you ignore small physical changes. This is incredibly common. You feel slightly more breathless climbing stairs, your balance isn't as steady, you feel more fatigued in the afternoon, and you tell yourself, that's just aging. Sometimes it is, but sometimes small changes are early warnings, not emergencies, but invitations to adjust. David, 76, noticed he was walking slower than usual. Instead of addressing it, he simply reduced activity. Within a year, he had lost noticeable muscle strength. Muscle mass naturally declines with age, but inactivity accelerates that decline. Small changes require small responses. If you feel weaker, add light strength exercises. If your balance feels off, practice simple balance drills. If stamina drops, begin short daily walks. Waiting for something dramatic to happen often means we've waited too long. Longevity favors attention. The body whispers before it shouts. Listening early matters. The fourth early sign, you've stopped challenging your mind. Comfort is pleasant, but too much mental comfort can slowly narrow cognitive flexibility. If your daily routine rarely changes, if you no longer read anything new, if conversations feel repetitive, your brain may not be receiving enough stimulation. Helen, 79, told me she began forgetting small things. Instead of accepting decline, she joined a local discussion group. It was uncomfortable at first, she admitted, but I felt alive again. The brain thrives on novelty. Learning a new skill, playing strategy games, having meaningful debates, even trying a new recipe.
Mental engagement supports neural connections, the pathways that keep thinking sharp. Reaching 90 with clarity requires ongoing curiosity. If your mind feels dull lately, it may not be aging alone, it may simply need exercise. Now, let's pause for a moment. Did any of these signs resonate with you? Social withdrawal, loss of purpose, ignoring subtle physical changes, stopping mental challenges. Here's the important truth. None of these mean you won't reach 90. They simply suggest you may not be moving in that direction right now, and direction can change. Longevity isn't determined by one big decision. It's shaped by daily patterns, small conversations, small movements, small adjustments. Richard eventually rejoined his breakfast group. Within months, his energy improved. Margaret began volunteering at a library 2 mornings a week. She said, "I feel useful again." David started simple resistance exercises at home. His strength returned gradually. Helen now leads discussions instead of just attending them. The human body and mind are remarkably responsive, even after 70. The key is awareness without fear. If today's message stirred something in you, that's a positive sign. It means you care, and caring is the beginning of change. So I'd love to hear from you. Which of these signs have you noticed in yourself, or perhaps in someone you love? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your experience may help someone else recognize their own patterns sooner. If you found this conversation helpful, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who values living not just longer, but better. Because reaching 90 is not just about adding years to life, it's about adding life to those years. And that journey can begin today.